Greetings, hello, and welcome. This is another episode of Railroads Online, and I don't even know. I'm still kind of learning the game. Where do I even begin? I'm even struggling to make this video, and we're really just getting started. So, since our last little video we had a few days ago, we've actually done a massive restart to our, in total, playing area. The save file, we were, determined it was just not going to work, and we had not sunk enough hours in to justify keeping it going, so we started fresh. So I thought we'd maybe do just a little tour, keep things nice and light. I'll show you guys the improvements to infrastructure. I might drop some tips on what I've learned, but still just trying to get a feel for what we're trying to do with these videos. I just love the game so much. I honestly can't remember a time where I've had this much fun with my friends playing a multiplayer game of this style. It really truly is something of just it's a gem. Okay, but yeah, let's just do a run. I was gonna run this guy up here. We just bought this thing, and I've not officially run the entire line yet, so I was gonna make a video of that. But then I just realized, hold the phone. Our log yard is full. So we actually have alternate plans right now. Pretty common scenario. I've been cruising through the Discord and I see this question come up a lot. So I'm trying to do some tutorial based stuff, maybe based on that. It's kind of an odd because this game has no tutorial and there's a lot of people making great content. So I'm trying to add my own, but I'm not really that much of a train person. I wish I was. I love trains, but here we are, the everyday man trying to tackle this problem. Yeah, so the production is full. Log yard, storage, everything is full. If I go fill this with logs, I can't drop them off. I can take them to the depot if I wanted to, but not today's plan. So that'll be another video. This is the pizza dog. Don't ask, I didn't name that. And we're testing out the Eureka. We hear that it's not the greatest for pulling. It's more of a passenger locomotive, I believe. Pretty cool looking though. And in terms of fun to drive, my God, is it ever. So we don't have that many cars. I think there's 6. So we'll try that later. If you guys enjoy the content, make sure you come back for that episode. Otherwise, let's just do a big drive through here. I've already set up the entire set of switches to get us to the Home Depot, favorite shopping center, right? I call it Home Depot because it just sounds like, going home, where the depot is. All right, now as you can see, we got the 3 locomotives so far. We got Betsy, our starter. So we've dubbed Carl the Betsy +1, so it's got the tender behind it. Very fun engine. It has a little bit more oomph to it. And yeah, I think we have a really cool setup here. So I'll kind of go over some of the thought process, but the goal is to get back to the depot where we have a bunch of cars waiting for pickup, and then yeah, we'll just bring them here, empty that, and then do a log run. But consider this more of a inspirational video. Wow, what has he built? How good is he at the game? Oh, not that good, but if you're like me and you're kind of newer to this stuff, right? This is I think a fun personal improvement development thing. So hopefully inspire someone. And you pros out there, help me. Okay, so let's jump on in here. I'm going to open up the regulator a bit. We're going to take off the brake. We are moving the forwards. Our switches are good. And clear for takeoff. All right, we can even go full on here. Let's do it. Realism factor 11. Now, what are you supposed to do? Actually, toot twice for forward? All right, and we're off. Old man Jenkins at the helm, and full speed ahead. Well, no. Alright, I feel like this game, it just needs the ability to be first person when you're driving, which would sort of be fun, but you can't really see out the windows, so maybe Jenkins needs to be a bit shorter. Alright, this would be hilarious if this is where we derail. Okay, good. I always get these ones backwards. Before I realized that it was a bad decision, I was putting switches into switches. And then coming towards the switch, sometimes you're like, what direction are we going? But that's right, don't second guess. We have run the entire length of the rail here to make sure we're going the right direction. Okay, so we're just basically doing a loop right through the yard right here. And that was our elegant solution to being able to turn trains around without really blocking the main line. So you can kind of come in both directions. You can only leave, though, going this way if you want to get back to the Home Depot. If you want to go to Lumber Camp, you can leave the other direction, but there's just not really a different turnaround, so you'll have to use that loop to get back to, this direction fundamentally. And so there's a lot of chaos on the tracks. It's not like one set of rails is 100% one direction, so I need to do a lot of coordination when I'm playing with my friends. But, riding solo is fine right now. But theoretically, we'd be coming back on the outside track if I was just running this back and forth to the depot. But since the train's empty, let's just get there. I thought this retaining wall was so sharp to put up. It was just a little bit of a test. Definitely decided to keep it. First iteration of it too, so it probably could be improved on, but I really, really love it. Nice Y right here, so we can do our passing and our switches for directions pretty simply. And yeah, that way obviously leads to lumber, and we'll show that off. It's a little bit of a different setup than I had in my previous video, and I have to say, I think it's gorgeous. Like, the way back is very different than the way there. Okay, we doing good here for... We're losing pressure. What am I losing pressure on here? Oh, you know what? The temperature had not gotten high enough yet. That was me being irresponsible. So, I mean, pressure's building, and we're already coasting, so I think we're okay, but I feel like if this game was, like, real, in air quotes, our engine would be, like, exploding or something. So, safety first. Yeah, it's really fun, this little bit of infrastructure here. So, I'm pretty sure the way I have it set up, we'll be running on that track to get back. I think I have the switches set up properly for that. I actually don't remember. We'll know when we get there. And unless this becomes like horrifyingly long, I think I might just keep this like one long cut. And we'll aim for time, but I might just like cut up the videos. So we might just get there and then drop off another one. Just kind of, you know, try to make a little mini series out of this. And my eventual long-term goal is to have like a tutorial-based like set of videos, and then we'll just have some like long form like this where we just kind of hang out. And I've been doing some Twitch streams on this, so I don't know if that's your thing or not, but you're very welcome to kind of come over and hang out and just see me like build and like tinker. Especially the long form stuff, if that's more your jazz. Alright. Yeah, I just absolutely love this. Okay, so we're pretty much, this part right here between these two switches, this is like two-way track. So when we're coming back, we'll be taking the switch to the left instead of just the way we came. And we decided to make that a little bit more scenic, just for fun. And if you wanted to get into the depot, but from like the right-hand side, you would go that way. And, okay. Well, game and other plans right. That was a close to a derail. I've noticed that the switches have been a little bit kind of iffy. Maybe I should have been slowing down a little bit, but I feel like we're safe for speed. I've gone a lot faster and a lot worse than this, so. Alright, let's make some whistle noises. Love this little scenic bit here on the bridge. And then, yeah, a lot of our, like, initial setup area was just for some quality of life. So there's tons of, like, switches, lots of opportunities to kind of pass each other. You can kind of park a train or two just to, like, hang out for a minute. And we're actually going to be adding a couple more tracks down the middle here, I believe, just to get some more shunting and just, like, storage. And we can just see there's the vehicles we need to pick up, so we'll have to do the full loop right here. And then back her on up. Okay, if you guys have any, like, you know, suggestions or stuff you'd like to see a bit more in depth, I don't think I'm the greatest at this game. I'm not trying to, like, downplay me or anything, but I'm just still learning. So I'm not that confident to be like, here's the all-inclusive tutorial series. You know, maybe, but I feel like I've learned a lot, especially on my third big, like, redo. I went from, like, really bad rail beds into having, like, track on the ground to, like, a better setup and not really understanding too much the, you know, the locking and the snapping and stuff and the angles. And I was just doing too much freeform track, which was just kind of, you know, it was janky. It was wavy-davy. So we've kind of, yeah, we've learned a bit. Apply what we've learned. And also, we're ready here. You can kind of see our two-directional traffic coming in and out. That's going to be a whole other can of worms, I think, eh? Or whatever that weird expression is. Okay. Making the turn. We're probably going way too faster here, so let's coast. Save some water that way, too, I guess, right? Oh, we can enjoy the music. I feel like I should turn that up, maybe. And yeah, we got, like, turntables, just like the jazz, all the fun stuff out here. And we quickly learned when we got the Eureka that we had to smooth out so many of the curves back here. That's why they don't really follow the rail beds all that well sometimes. Alright, so let's just go up and around. I think, like, you can kind of see, like, the general idea was to have a passing lane for anywhere that there's going to be like a pickup or drop off. So if someone's like stopped here and you got to keep going, you've got two ways to basically do it. So if I had a tiny train or just like an engine, you just park it right here. Should be long enough for a steam and just, you know, go around. And then hopefully to try to keep this like a good traffic pattern, especially if there's like a lot of us in here, which sometimes we've had 8 of us in this save, all just kind of messing around here. I mean, when you get bigger spaces, I'm sure it'll be so much easier, but like I can't imagine running like 20, 30, 40, 50 60 people in here? Oh my goodness. Okay, we could very well cheat and re-rail this over here, but that's no fun. So we'll shunt. I don't remember if the brakes are on, so we'll go in gently and just hope for the best. No, you know what? We'll have to double check it for brakes anyway, so we'll maybe attach one. Okay. So far, like, my only real criticism, like, besides the jankiness and all other stuff, not that I'm really critical of this game anyway, but I just feel like the switch is, it would be nice if you were approaching it from, like, you know, where the spring-loaded way should be. But I think I heard someone say to me that the spring-loaded switches had not been invented yet or something. I don't know, I just feel like there should be a better way to do switching, or, like, signals or something to kind of warn. Oh, something embedded in this part, yeah. It's a nice little tip I thought I saw as well. I pass this on. A little bit away from the track so we don't bump it, but just somewhere nice to stand on so this becomes easier. Come on now. There you go. Okay, so let's set our pins. I've suddenly been like a master at this, so it took me forever to kind of get it. But when it says like pull in and pull out, it's like relative to like looking at this. So if you're trying to pull in and pull out from over here, it won't work as well. Of course, it works perfectly right now, but you know what I mean. So I don't know, like that drove me crazy in the beginning. I was watching like so many like videos and dev streams, and they were doing it so effortlessly, and I was like, how? What is this magic? So yeah, just pack your patience. And I feel like with this game, the learning curve is pretty steep, but it just suddenly, you have your like eureka moments where everything just makes a bit more sense, and then you can really quickly apply the knowledge you learned from the previous attempt and just like roll forward. Okay, so that's brakes on all of them? Okay, well, probably, yeah. So we'll have to undo all this, but for a train of this length, you probably need like 2 of them with brakes. Otherwise, even if I bump it with the brakes on, it might still roll a bit. And I'm hoping no derailing, by the way. I'm very confident in our... No, I'm not. All right, so let's put this in reverse. Give it some regulator. Empty the old brakes. Easy peasy. And it's, I think, 3 for backwards. A few of my friends like work in the industry, so I'm trying to like secretly steal just like their like, notepad, right? I'm like, tell me more. It's kind of fun. But yeah, honestly, going with like the everyday man approach, it's really cool having some friends that know everything about everything when it comes to this, like, you know, how it should be, even the history of these trains. It's really fun. Playing solo, awesome as well. But I think this game is definitely like geared to having a at least a couple people in here. Having a big team of people would be like the dream. You know, stuff like this, having like a brakeman, being like, you know, 1 car length or whatever, right? Having to do some of the guesswork is a little, it's not bad. But, you know, things just flow a bit better, right? Okay, so we're locked in, that's cool. Let's take these brakes off. I forgot to check on the water. I feel like we're at halfway, so we should be good to at least get to the sawmill. But one thing I've learned is that I don't coast enough, and I just waste water so unnecessarily. Luckily, we have a really nice supply of firewood built up back at the logging camp. You know, and we have water towers, I think, in like strategic spots. I wouldn't say they're like everywhere in a way that's kind of like annoying, but, you know, they're everywhere. Okay. And just like a little asterisk, stuff I want to get better with is just like generic building by like gaming the system. Like using these to make more, someone said you can make like an engine shed if you pull this stuff up for a good wall. So we'll see how that goes. And I think like when I get better, those are the kind of videos I'd like to make for tutorial style stuff. Okay, so 2 toots forward. All right, Carl, do your magic. Oh yeah, we got this. Bit more speed, maybe. So I feel like I'm going to explain this terribly, but I feel like I'm starting to get a handle on this. So the regulator just regulates how much steam, so how much like power you want, how much like oomph, and the reverser is just like how much speed do you want to go along with that power. And then obviously brakes is like, well, when do you want to stop? And then the generator will only apply to engines that have the electric lighting system, which is heckin' cool. That's the big boy steams. Same with the compressor. Compressor deals with an air brake system, whereas this one we don't have it. And we learned that the hard way. If you don't have your like air like enough and try to hit the brakes, like you're just gonna it's like you're driving like a 1970s Cadillac with like shot brakes. You're just keep on, you're sailing on that boat. Yeah, so we derailed quite a few times, just going from the Sawmill to here. One, you know, some of the tracks were a little bit too sharp. We had planned for, I guess, like these types of locomotives. Okay, let's enjoy this this route here. A little more speed. Yeah, I feel like these moments, like, you know, do you coast? Do you keep building up speed? How do you read the hill? I feel like we're going uphill a bit. I just blast through water, that's all. Okay, so the fire temperature is good. We could add more fuel, but in the interest of trying to save some wood, not that we don't really, I'm not going to run out, but just to be efficient, we'll not reignite the fire until we get more water. And then I think what we'll do is I'll just make my way back over to the sawmill. I'll kind of show you guys a bit of the loading operations and just talk a bit more about just like, you know, what we've been up to. And then I will probably end the video there. I might just move the engine over, get some water, and then I think we'll possibly do another video of just like going over like, you know, how to make some money. What are, oh, for Pete's sake, that was my own fault. Jenkins, you got to keep an eye on these things. Oh my god. Okay, well, serious face is on. What have we learned? This is like the middle. Do you see what I mean? Do you see why this can't be tutorial videos? No one will take me seriously, bro. Oh my heaven. You know what? That is totally my fault. I knew it. I knew it. I thought it was the switch was further. I knew it though. Oh my god. Alright, well. So, I mean, geez Louise. I see it now, right? Alright, switch this over. Heat of the moment sometimes, right? This is what I mean though from before. You need like a better system to read these things. People like me aren't fast enough to get... Oh, I'm still holding some lumber. Alright, you talked me into it. Oh, by the way, yeah, I know you can do this. I'm sorry. I'm not sure if that like offends people. Listen, we're in a hurry right now, okay? We've done bad deeds. I don't want to get caught. Okay, so let's lift our pins. Let's fix that. Let's get this ready for reattachment. That's too funny. Excellent. Okay, well, back to serious mode here. Let's reverse this all back up. Probably take the brake off of this. And I think if we go really gentle, I can just save myself the effort and not put brakes on there. So reverser, just give her a little bit. Okay, here we go. Feels like a good speed right here. Yeah, so this is one of those scenarios where, like, if you had a spring-loaded switch, even though we're coming from the wrong direction, it would, like, pop on over. All right, hit the brakes here, gentle up, gentle. Okay, this is where things get kind of hectic. Are we going to make it? No. No. I think we saw this coming. We can, however, connect this one, though. There we go. Good job, Jenkins. Let's put some brakes on. Because, yeah, even though this brake is on full, you can kind of see here. Oh, I don't even know why I just... Why do I even talk about anything at this point, right? Okay, this is the ASMR portion of the video now. No, I'm just joking here. But yeah, I'm still kind of learning the ropes. And I hope we're having some fun enjoying my my process here. All right, gently back this up. A little bit of brakes. Almost. A little bit of wheel slip. Oh, that's kind of cool. Rolling forward here. Ooh, you know, I just realized our water level is not going to support me doing all these shenanigans here. So let's go a little bit faster. Let's actually do this. Perfect. Locked and loaded. I don't remember if this one was braked. Nope, okay. Cars stretching their legs, perfect. And we are back in, rocking and rolling. All right, so water level's low. Temperature's still good. We have boiler pressure. I think we can just coast our whole way in. we're fairly close in the grand scheme of it all. Okay, we need a bit more power here. Yep, there we go. We got it. These are pretty strong engines, all things considering. Yeah, it's relatively flat, and if you build up just enough speed through here, we should be okay. So let's pull that down a little bit, just maybe save on some what precious little water we have left. There's some speed built up. This little hump right here, this is the hardest part of the hill. Oh, you know what we wanted to do? We wanted to be going to the left, but in the interest of saving water, I'm gonna enter the depot in this way, which is totally fine. Doesn't really matter in the grand scheme. We would end up on this track anyhow, and it's only me running, but from like an interest of like traffic safety, we're trying to keep this way like the inbound, I guess, or the I don't even know, because I feel like I'm now contradicting myself, because like, wait a minute, no, is this the way in or out? This is the way into the Home Depot. The other track over there would be your way like out. It's not like a walking contradiction. Are you any of you guys doing double tracks the whole way through? Just actually, if you guys if you're very welcome to join our Discord if you want to like post some pictures and show some stuff off. I think like part of the beauty of this game is like the sharing and comparing. And when you have pros jump in and like help you with like some of your like switches and yard areas, like it is so apparent when people know what they're doing. And then like, I don't know, I'm in that middle ground, right? I've played a lot of these transport games, so I've seen how it should be done. But no like real world application. Okay, a bit more speed through here. The beautiful retaining wall coming into view. And yeah, there's the water tower. Just coming up there on the left. And so what I'll do is I'll bring the cars over to the station, and then we'll yeah, just go over some loading. And then get the sawmill starting to produce again. Run some more logs in, and yeah. That'll be kind of how we're going forward with some videos here. And I'm telling you, the drive for that steam engine going to the logging camp, my goodness, it is nice. So ridiculous. Alright, I believe we have switches going close enough, but I have to do at least one switch when we get there. Alright, there's our water level empty. So I may have to re-rail in front of the water tower. Movie magic, right? Okay, so let's kill our regulator. And let's put on some brakes. Oh, you know what? I'm a silly Billy. There's a water tower here now. We did actually put that in. See, quality life improvements for the base. This is definitely a base, right? for the sawmill. For the base. What game are you even playing right now? Yeah, hi, welcome to Daisy. Got our base in the woods here. Now, the nice thing is, it's a very gentle downhill. So it'll help kind of push us in. We're just using up what pressure we have left in the boiler itself, which I know in real life this is horrifyingly dangerous and irresponsible, and I'd be arrested, and there'd be all the cops and transit safety, but you know, it's a game, it's okay, right? You know what this engine needs? A little flag. If you could design your own flags and mount that, that'd be really heckin' cool. Okay, so save the pressure, because we're already coasting. Jenkins giving us the dead man stare. Be like, I know what you did. I know you ran this empty. Leave me alone, Jenkins. I'm trying to make a video here. Give me the stare. And a gentle brake. I think if we did this correctly, where we stop should be right where the water goes in. So we are heroes. Come on now. Ooh, you know what? It's a little... Ooh, margin of error should be good. Margin of error should be good. In the interest of curiosity, let's just do this right now. I think worst case we can always bring it down a little bit, right? Bring it back. I hate using this thing. There's no real... Oh, for God's sakes. Well, the engine gets a wash. Oh my goodness gracious me. Did we just get that? Kind of jankily bang on. Hello, water. Perfect. And by perfect, I mean horribly jank. Okay, so with production now resuming at the sawmill, we are good to go to bring some logs in here. So not to bore you guys horribly with going back and forth on the thing right here, just running back and forth on this. Let's end the video here. But I think mission accomplished. We're now ready to run some logs. I'm going to want to... I think I might just leave this here. Now that we can get some logs in, I'm really, really, really curious to run the Steam engine. I think it's going to look so fantastic. So if we get that going, I don't know my math here, but what is 6 times 6? That's 36 logs right there we can get. Yeah, so if we empty out 36 logs worth of production value in here, then yeah, we'll be good to go for a full train ride. And then I will start the next video with us making our way on up. And then we'll probably do a little bit of a cut, so you don't have to see me doing all this, but this would just basically me running this back, which we'll do later. So yeah, I guess that's it, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed this. This is some kind of... like, what are these videos? We're getting there. I hope you enjoyed them, though. And, like, really, just to kind of give some fun inspiration. So we'll run more of these lines. And I feel like when I was newer to the game, I was just, like, a thirsty sponge when it came to just, like, seeing what other people were up to, just out of sheer curiosity. Like, where's your head at? Where your switch is at? We're all on the same map, too, which is really fascinating. So we can kind of, like, do that share and compare, see how we did the same area differently. You know, combine the efforts. Save the cheerleader, save the world, right? But yeah, that's one of those kind of games for me. So collectively we win. Join our Discord. Come enjoy the conversation. And you know, if you're cool, we'll let you hop on into one of the save files and give us some help too. Oh, so cheeky. Look at this. Beautiful. Beautiful and beautiful. All right, guys. Happy building. We'll see you again. Take care of yourselves. All the best.